Mellow greetings, everyone. So, I've not been streaming for a while. Things have been quite busy in real life, and I don't know. I've not been feeling like gaming much. So, I've not been gaming and not really been streaming. But tonight, I thought that I'd do something a bit different, and we shall get on to that now. Yeah, I don't know. That made sense in my head, but it didn't make sense in reality. So, let's put on this. My camera. This is my desk. This is also my temporary workstation. These are my incredibly nerdy engineering goggles, which have a light. Oh yeah, a light. And I've got a variety of... maybe I should put them on camera, possibly. A variety of different zoom level glasses, which are really helpful, because this thing clips over on my head, which goes above my glasses, which is nice. And my camera is angled poorly. I realise it's constantly not showing when I'm putting my hands here, which is my usual work hand position. If I move a bit closer, maybe that'll help. My hands will be closer. So yeah, these are good. They help me a lot with my very poor vision when I'm doing stuff. So that's pretty awesome. So I'll be putting those on in a minute, probably. Put them on my usual. My desk is a bit dirty, so ignore things. So yeah, this is new, this is different. Normally I don't do, well, this is the first time I've done a making stream. You can't see me, obviously, because I only have one webcam, and I think showing what I'm doing is much more important than seeing my face. So I've got a bit of music going in the background. I don't know if it's coming through too well, but hey. Right, so what have I been up to lately? So I remember, so I'll show, actually. What I can do, go off what I made the last time, which I don't think I've ever shown on the cam except for pictures. But yeah, that's the truck gear stick modification. Doesn't show too great on the camera really, but that's like the one that I've been using with the switches and things, which is real nice. Added onto the shifter base, which I'll get into more a bit later. But that's been nice. That's been working good. I'll be using that on stream. And I'm quite happy with that. Now, what I didn't have... Go down there without falling, that'd be nice. Now, what I didn't have before was a box to contain the, you know, the control board, the joystick control board. So, I made one. I designed one in Fusion 360, and I made one, which is here, which is this box. Now, I designed it. There was minor design issues. See if I can get the light properly. Yeah. What I did, I designed this box to obviously contain the control board. I made it bigger deliberately than it needed to be for reasons. But anyway, I designed it for the square here, for the USB slot to go through. It's good. And this hole here for the cable to go through, which led to the joystick. Which was fine, except this hole was a bit too small, so I had to drill it out a bit more. And this square was not quite right enough and not quite up enough. I'm really trying to show this on camera. This is very different. Not used to this. There we go. Yeah, so it wasn't quite up enough or right enough, so I had to carve that out a bit so I could fit the USB stick in there, which was good. Now, what I did like about this that I was quite impressed with, I also made another hole in this end for a planned future thing, and also put my name on it with a label maker, because I was testing a label maker. Amazing story though. The label maker arrived yesterday, so I was testing that out, printing a couple of labels and things, and you could probably see that's slightly misaligned. The O is slightly misaligned, and it basically exploded in my hand, which wasn't great. It just boom and apart. Yeah, so that's been sent back to Amazon, and they're sending a new one. So yeah, that's cool. Yeah, but that's fine. So this box, I designed the box itself and also the lid, which I can't get open. There we go. Not screwed in. So I designed a lid as well. Yeah. I need to adjust the camera, I think, slightly. If we can. Okay, that sees slightly more of my groinal area than I'd like, but hey, we can probably see better now. Yeah, that's better, I think. So yeah, designed the box itself and also a lid. Because I am weird, I wanted the screw holes for the box. There we go. Yeah, those screw holes, they're in the bottom of the box because I wanted those to go up through the box and then pin inside the lid. Because I don't like screw holes on the top of things. It's a very weird thing about me. Because a lot of people will just, do it a more simpler way and have supports built into the box itself and have the lid go on top and then screws go through the lid into the supports in the box. But I don't like that. So what I did, I built the supports onto the lid and put, let's see if we can show us. Yeah, that one works. There's screw holes in there, or more accurately bolts. In fact, it's these types of bolts over here. Look, come here. One of these M4 bolts, which is 36mm if I remember right. So that's fine. So that went in there. And, control board went in. Screws go in the bottom. Yep, screws go in the bottom there. Up into the supports, clamps it onto the lid. Very nice, very happy. However, there was a design flaw, which, of course, I didn't realise until I was putting it together. In that, what I didn't account for, of course, was, if we can take the lid off again, it's actually very tight. It's a very snug fit. In fact, I wonder if I can show this well on camera. Possibly not, but let's see if we can get it up on the camera. Ah, yeah, actually, that's pretty good. You see there's an actual lip there. Well, actually, that side's better. You can see there's the lid layer, and then there's like a small lip where the supports are. That lets it fit nicely on top. There's a lip all the way around the edge there, so it's got like a small 1mm or half a mil possibly, I can't remember now, gap which slots in there quite nicely and lets it have a very tight seal, particularly when it's screwed in, which is pretty great. There, that's the lid area. Yeah, so it's a bit tricky. Felt like there, if that was screwed in, that would be very tight there, you see, on the top. But anyway, there was a mild design flaw, which I didn't realise until, I put it together. The control board, naturally, I would want to go in the middle. Okay, finding it's very difficult. Would naturally go into the middle of there, and then through this hole with the USB port, come out a bit. So I put that in there, put the USB port hold in place. Then, of course, try to put this on, the lid, and the supports, push the control board out of the way. Because right in the middle, the control board would have been there, about there where my finger is on the inside, where, one of the supports is going. Which was a problem, because that pushed the control board out of the way, which is a real pain. So that couldn't stay flush and stable in there, which was not great. So I went back to Fusion 360 and I redesigned it slightly. That's what I'm currently using here. Let's just slam this on my lap. And that's what I'm currently using, which is actually currently working. This cable's a bit looser than I'd like. That'll be something to fix for another future idea. But that's the cable that has all of the wires going through to the actual stick. My camera's not so great for picking this up, but it's okay. Yeah, that comes from there. Those two switches and button wires come there, down into the box, into the control stick. Into the control board. We also have this, which is actually loose at the moment because I haven't glued it in. But what we did, if I unplug this we can see easier, possibly. Yeah, so what I did, I misaligned that off center, so the control board actually sits quite happily in the middle of the box now, and made that slightly off center so they're kind of equally distanced in the center, which looks a bit better. Also, that end has a hole with a grommet in, ready for future plans, which is great. Where did that cable go? There it is. Which is great. However, this is basically exactly the same as the last one, except for those holes being in different positions because this one's not screwed up. That's good. I deliberately screw it. Which is fine because those are off-center. In fact, we can probably show it. Let me do it like that. There we go, yeah, see. So that's off-center. That control board can quite happily sit in the center. It's obviously not quite centered at the moment because it's not glued in. And the reason it's not glued in, because basically as soon as I designed this. Oh, yeah, those are the little cables, obviously, that go to the gear stick, which is good. And that's a bit less secure than I would have liked. I need to fix that in a future thing, but skip that for now. Doesn't matter. But anyway, it's not glued in because pretty much as soon as I finished making this and got it working happily, and I was quite happy with this. This is exactly what I wanted, with lots of spare space for extra cables because of all these extra ports. Because as you can see, on there's a lot of spare ports on this control board. So it's kind of a waste just having 3. The plan is that extra cables would come through this hole, that hole, into the control board, plug in, and there would be a separate button box. And I'd have a button box plugging into those cables, so it would use those ports. Which is a good idea. Except for the fact that when I did that, I thought, what's the point of making a separate button box when I could just use the port and turn this into a button box instead? So basically, all the design I did here was kind of a waste because I went back to scratch and designed a button box that held the control board and this cable going to the truck knob as a one piece. So basically, this would just come out here, that would sit like that as a button box connected up to the joystick. And I designed that in Fusion. Plug that back in so I don't lose that cable. Just leave that like that for the moment. We're going to take that out in a moment and go fiddle around with it. Shut that up. It's very nice. I'm very happy with this. Like, this has made me exceedingly happy that this worked properly on this new one. This would be absolutely perfect. Basically, if I wasn't going to expand to a button box and I was just going to have this, I would cut this down in size, obviously, to about half the size it is now. I expect something like that. And that would, without the hole there, and that would be perfect for just a containment unit for the control board for that stick. Right, so let's put that there. We'll get that up again in a minute because there's more things to talk about there. So yeah, I designed a new button box, which is this one, which is pretty much the same except it's angled. My light's a bit weird. That's okay. There's got to be like a good center point. Yeah, probably about there. So yeah, this is going to be the button box. It's not actually fully down. This one has a couple of design issues I've discovered after I printed it, but it's okay. I also have a key in there because I'm testing things out at the moment. So yeah, we redesigned it, and it's basically the same as the old one as a square. Because this is a wider base, the control board is nice and central and will go straight into that hole. Sorry, into that square. That hole there is for the cable that goes into the gear stick. We also have a spare hole there for another. Sorry, there. I need to make sure to hold this on camera properly. That's there for another future plan, again, if I get around to doing that. So, this was a bit trickier as well for me to design because I had to figure out how to make a slanted edge. In fact, I feel that the slant is too much. This is 70 degrees. No, I think it's 75 degrees, which is definitely too much. I did want a bit of an angle. I think what I ideally would have liked was something about the same angle as my Stream Deck, but a bit less, if that makes sense. So if you compare them, you see, my button box is much more of an angle. So the Stream Deck's at a higher angle. Or is it lower? I can't remember now. Low. Either. Whatever. It needs to be more like the Stream Deck's angle is what I'm saying, basically. But I'm happy enough with this at the moment. I think for what I want, that's just going to work. And I think I'll live with it. There were some design issues I mentioned. But let's open it out. So, what I designed was basically like my old box because... That's a horrible sound. So yeah, the actual box here, pretty much the same as, you know, the smaller one, except taller, with a cutout angle for the front plate. We're going to glue the control board down in there in the bottom, in the middle, where it can go through the square hole, which would be great. I need to find a good lighting spot. This is not great for lighting. Yeah, so this was kind of tricky to make, or at least this part was the tricky part to design around this. This is quite simple, this to do, at least until we got to any angled parts where I struggled a lot, figured things out and simplified things as I learned how to do things better. But yeah, so we've got the same sort of supports as the old bottom box coming out of the lid. So the lid can slot in and the screws can come up from the bottom, because I don't like screw holes in the tops of things, as mentioned. These look quite flimsy, but they are pretty solid, these legs here. And we added some legs here as well. Also, this part was, I'm going to say, a design mistake here between those two legs. I didn't need that. I put it there for some reason. Yeah, this very thin part, it's only a millimeter thin. I didn't need it. I've actually cut off a bit of it away to make it fit slightly better. I probably will cut all of that away at some point, and I need to smooth that down a bit, but not right now. There was also another design flaw, because this one I printed at a different layer thickness than everything else. I printed this at a 0.3mm thickness compared to the other boxes at 0.2mm thickness, and this one came out a lot worse. These holes, which were perfectly fine on the other box, well, the equivalent of the holes when they were measured. Like, actually, this is better, because these were set to exactly the same size, the square and the circle there, but they are too small. In fact, let me get that thing back up. I want to take this out anyway and do some messing around with it. Let's get this thing out. I can show you what I mean. If I can get the lid off. This thing was so perfect. Like, it basically doesn't even need screws to have that held on so easily. We'll unplug. Can we even see this? Yeah, we can. We'll unplug this bad boy, because I don't need it plugged in at the moment. I don't need those plugged in. These I actually labelled to make sure they're in the right spots that I want them to be. With my childish handwriting. I'm not going to pull those out. I don't need those out just yet. Oops. Anyway, so we've got the control board. Bloody hell. Right, so we've got the control board. The issue is because... let's see. Can I show this on camera properly? Not so easily. Yeah. Not very easily, but we'll try. Yeah, anyway, because of how I printed this at a different layer level, these holes are actually too small. Yeah, I'm having trouble remembering exactly where the camera is. So this thing, which was the right size on my previous measurements, actually printed at slightly too small, which is frustrating. So I'm going to have to grind that out, and same for this one as well, and same for that one. And annoyingly, same for all of these, which is why this is looking very scratched and beat up, because these holes, they all printed, I want to say, about probably 0.3, 0.5 millimeters too small. So I've had to grind them all out to make them better, to the correct size. In fact, what I was planning to do tonight on stream, because as you can see, I've got a key in there, because I was planning to do a mock-up of how it looks, because I just wanted to see how it looks. What I've got coming in the mail at some point is some sheeting, which will go over the top of there to make it look nice. Even if I hadn't have scratched it away, I would have put that on anyway. So that's kind of my plan for that. And I was planning to do a mock-up tonight, just to see how it looks like with the buttons I want in it, which could be kind of fun to just see how that is. And I've got something else I want to do. But like, I'm pretty happy with this design. Oh, there was another design issue, I remember now. It was... Right, so this one, let's see if I can get this on the camera. This top part here has the lip, same lip that I showed on the smaller one. You can see it better at that angle. It goes a lip around there, down that one, and on the same edge there. Unfortunately, these sides don't have a lip. I don't know why. For some reason I couldn't get that designed in there properly, which is a pain. But other than that, it's kind of okay. I'm not as happy with this as I am with the first initial box, but we can kind of shove it together a second. That's basically how it'll be on my desk, I think. What is jam? Oh god, something's jamming something somewhere where it shouldn't be. Okay, we'll fiddle about that later. I'm not that fussed. Okay, that's actually better. But yeah, so that's basically how it would be. The angle of this is a bit steeper than I would have liked, actually. I think I would have wanted this like halfway between how it is and how my Stream Deck is. But, you know, it's here, it's done. And this lower part, yeah, this lower part there probably could have been, you know, could have been lower. And I could have had that at an angle from a lower place. But that's okay, that's part of a future design. The major issue I have is that because of the printing, this and how it is, you can see, oh, maybe not. Oh, actually, yeah, you can. You see how that gap is there because the plastic is bulging out ever so slightly. That's because something around there is kind of holding it out. It's not actually really holding it, but it's, even if I push it in, it's not quite right. And that's to do with how the that's to do with the thickness of the levels that I printed this at. I think if I'd done that at 0.2, I think that would have been better. That's a bit annoying, but that's something I can live with, but I will also adjust for a future design because I can feel... Sorry, I'm not even showing this on camera properly. I'm not used to doing this sort of thing on camera. Yeah, right there on my finger is that there is very stiff. There's no give there at all in that piece of gap. And I'm not quite sure what's causing that. It's probably some of the layers being printed slightly too thick somewhere, possibly inside here. That's something I need to fiddle around with, but equally it's something I could live with. What I might have needed instead was supports. Would have been supports possibly right here, just in that place, instead of these two at the back. What I think I probably would have done differently with this is have one support there, possibly another there, but then the big thing there would get in the way if I wasn't careful. So actually that would be a problem. That wouldn't work in the current design, having one just below there, obviously. But other than that, you know, I'm kind of happy with it. It's all right. It's not perfect, but I think it'll work for what I want. And that's kind of okay. And yeah. So what I think I'll do, I'll start slotting some switch buttons and things in because I want to see a mock-up of how it'll look, basically. Not really a mock-up. Oh yeah, so I have an ignition switch. Oh yeah, we're going to get this. I'm going to figure out this camera one day. But yeah, I have an ignition switch there because this is going to be combination with obviously the gear stick. So this one's going to be exclusively used with, you know, my truck sims and whatnot. Now, where has that box gone? I've lost a box. Where did it bloody go? It was here a moment ago. Here before I started the stream. I put it in another box. Oh, god damn it. No, there it is. Oh, hold on. Gotta move. Oh no, everything's tangled up in all these cables. I need to design some cable management systems. Oh, right, okay. Alright, so, box. With the bits and pieces. Ow. Ow. God damn it. I keep hitting myself on things. Bloody hell. Okay, right, so yeah, bits and pieces. This is kind of an experiment figuring things out. Unfortunately, some of the wires have broken away while I've been messing around with this, but that's okay. Some of the wires aren't even needed, so I've cut some away to begin with. I need to cut another one away actually later, but whatever. That I took off. Alright, so I was having trouble with this. Those are not relevant to this. Those keys are. There was another thing that was relevant, but that's gone missing. So yeah, this is actually quite nice. I have tested this as well, and it works perfectly in my sim. Are you the right way? No. Yeah, okay, so this is going to be a problem that I need to fix, because this thing happily rotates on its own, which is frustrating, and we'll talk about that in a second. But let's see. So in the truck sim, it does actually work great. You can click it on, electric start, turn it, engine starts. Awesome. Turn it off and take the key out. Works perfectly in truck sim. I've tested it, so I'm very happy with that when it works properly. Now the trouble I've had is for some reason I can't stop this spinning when I use the key, because this is as tight as can be. This part I've actually 3D printed in fact, let's undo it, because that is so tight I can't even undo it in my hand now. Bloody hell, you are tight. Well, okay, we're just going to stay on for the moment. I can't open it. It's oh, there we go. Yeah, I made that so tight, but even then it still spins, which is a problem. What I'm thinking is, you take it out. I don't really care if these wires break at the moment. So, what I think I probably should have done is, God, not on camera. That hole where my finger is, that's the one for the ignition switch. I probably should have filleted that. Sorry, threaded it, so it had so it has threads. Maybe that would have stopped this rotating. Probably would have, actually. I thought making I keep taking things off camera. I thought making a nice washer, because the washer that came with it was some weird thing that didn't really do anything. It took up too much space. So I designed and 3D printed this new washer in the hopes that would help, which is 2mm thick, which seems perfect. In fact, it's so good I cannot even move that anymore because I've screwed that on so tightly. It was very precisely measured, that one, so it would not move when it was down there. And I was hoping that, in combination with, you know, the regular, I'm going to figure out where the camera is eventually. So that combined with that makes it very secure, but the entire thing still spins while it's in there. So because I'm not enormously fussed, what I'm probably going to do is just get some super glue on this washer itself, and just super glue that inside directly to the case. And with any luck, because that's so good there, it should. I can, yeah. And hopefully that being super glued there will stop this thing spinning completely. Oh no, I keep taking it off camera, sorry. That's my hope, and we're going to test that at some point. Probably not today. But like I say, I'm waiting for some covering to arrive, which is going to go over there and make that look nice. But for the moment, let's just do that up. I'm not going to worry too much about that. That's kind of a plan. But what I'm going to do, we're going to go slot in a few buttons. I want to see what it looks like with. I have a bunch of different ones. We've got a couple of micro switches as well. Oh god, if I can show them. Yeah, a couple of little on-off-on micro switches, which are pretty great. So, yeah, annoyingly I had to grind out every single of these holes, which really sucked. But hey, it was fine. I just know for the future not to print it that layer thickness. I'm going to slot these bad boys in. I probably should put these in. Whoops. Ooh, there's a washer just. Oh, I can't even get that on now. Okay, there we go. I probably should have put these in before I put in the big boy there. But that's okay. These should go in right. Because I just want to see what this is like. Oh, I forget, this one's actually quite tight. And I have to screw this one in. But yeah, I should have done these definitely before the big switch. But hey, it's all good. Oh, this one really doesn't want to go in that hole. Maybe that hole's too small. No, it shouldn't be. I tested these. Okay, I think we have to take this big boy off first. Yeah, we'll plug this one in last. It's big and in the way, so I don't need it. But I'm quite happy that does work properly as well. Well, before the wires broke when I was messing around, but it works good. Feel that. Can I? Probably just need to cut it. But like I say, these holes were very tight. They printed too small, which is very annoying. But it's all good. I mean, issues. In fact, I've just realised something I did wrong. I'm having issues with taking things off camera. I'm not used to being on camera. Might need to adjust this slightly more again. Just to... Cool, there's my radiator. Great. There, see more of my groin. Luckily, I'm wearing dark clothing, so things don't really show up. Yeah, okay. Take you out again. I put one of the washers in the wrong way. It's got like a little lip to it, and there we go. Right, this little washer can come back around. Go around that way instead. Oh wait, does it fit on? Surely it'll fit on the other way. I'm having trouble with this. Maybe this washer only goes on one way. That's weird. Wait, really? That can't be right. No, it's just because I can't. You know, screw it. I don't need that for the mock-up. Well, yeah, I do actually. Cool. I just want to see how it is, really. But yeah, I think, other than that, we'll just kind of... I don't think I'm going to reprint this part and redesign those edges. I think I'm just going to leave this as it is for the moment. Oh, now that's gone on finally. I don't know why I had so much of an issue with that then. Because I could theoretically reprint it, but I don't think it's worth the time and effort. This thing took like, I don't know, 8 hours to print, which is ridiculous. Seems boxes take a real long time to print, which is kind of something I never really expected, to be honest, but you know. Does that just go back on the... or whatever. You know what I'm going to do actually? I'm not even going to bother to do that up because that's so tight. We'll just leave it quite happily like that for now. And it'll... yeah, and it'll just quite happily sit there for the moment. Maybe I should actually put the bolt on... sorry, the nut on this side just to make sure. Probably just go on. I think I might need my... oh no, that's alright, just for the test at the moment. That's okay. Is that up? Yeah. Alright, so yeah, so that's a momentary on-off-on switch, which would be good. I was thinking maybe I'd make one of those just a regular on-off switch. I don't think I have any of those yet though. Do I? No, there's a rotary. Ah, yeah, that's one thing about this. Because I'm using joystick board, I can't put any rotaries on this, but that's fine because this was basically just to use up the ports on that joystick. I've got a regular card that I'm going to use for a different button box at some point in the future, and I'll put a bunch of rotaries and things, and that's what I'm going to start designing at some point, is a general purpose button box, because this is more specifically for the truck simming. Yeah, apparently I didn't buy any regular switches. Well, I did, but I don't think they arrived. What are these? One of those momentaries, but I need those anyway. My boxes of crap over there, I don't have any. Yeah, I've ordered them, but they've not arrived. I'm gonna have a drink of water. Anyway, let's where's my music stopped? There we go. Right. Okay. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by things. That goes with that one, so we'll keep that separate. Let's put the other one in. Because what I might do, possibly, is one of these momentaries might be a regular off and on switch. Possibly. I'm not quite sure yet. I haven't decided. I forgot these are actually... Where are my wrenches? Oh, my wrenches, my Allen keys. How have I lost everything? I can't believe it. I put things near me earlier for this. Wait, I didn't put those on the printer, did I? Oh yeah, the printer's not in here at the moment because I've been running some really long prints and I've been leaving it going, printing stuff overnight, and it's loud and I can't sleep with it. But I've lost my Allen keys. I'm going to go look at the printer and they're not going to be on the printer, which is going to be really annoying. And then I'll find them when I come back. So I'll be right back. Of course, they're not on the printer, so... Where the heck are... Oh, there they are. Right. Mission accomplished. Found those Allen keys. Oh no. Getting caught up on everything as well. Okay, so. I forgot these have a ridiculously tight knot on them. I think this one's just about the right size. There we go. Right. I just want to see how this thing looks, to be honest, before I disassemble it again. Because I think I really hope my stuff arrives at some point, but the trouble is Royal Mail is having so many strikes that everything's getting so delayed, and a lot of the random stuff I'm ordering is coming from like China, you know, so yeah, I'm trying to hold things on camera. I'm not used to doing things like this on camera. Oh yeah, this one screws in quite nicely. Yeah, these holes are almost slightly too small, which is great. I grounded them out just enough so I can actually screw this thing in. Just about. But hey, just want to get it in enough. That's ever so slightly misaligned, I feel, but that's okay. When I put these in properly in the future, we'll sort that out. That looks weird. It's okay. Yeah, so that's pretty good. Now, after this, I do have plans because I want to design another button box, but a generalized one. Oh, you don't move. Like that. There we go. Yeah, that one. So we'd have two momentary switches up there, which you can't really see at that angle. Yeah, that angle's okay. Yeah, that's pretty good. That works. Okay, I can't lose those two things. Don't need those anymore. So these are some nice red buttons that I got. I quite like these. Actually, these ones are my favourite though. These black ones, they look great, I think. Big fan of these. Okay. So yeah, I want a big button box at some point. That one has a proper actual control board for things, which I'll have to figure out how to wire up and program. I've got a vague idea, which is what I'll do. Yeah, this one does go on here, doesn't it? Yeah. But no, I don't want that. There we go. Oh, I forgot these have got really tight. There we go. Lovely. I I've just discovered a minor design flaw. That is a minor design flaw I've just realised, because this one on this side, I did not account for the inside part. In that, oh, let's see, there we go, that's a better angle. You see, this leg is actually in the way of the bolt. Sorry, not the bolt, the nut. But it's only slightly in the way. I can probably fiddle with that at some point and get around that. But luckily this thing is actually pretty solidly in there just because of how it is. It's not going to easily come out anyway. And the legs kind of jam in the bone place, so it's not going to move. Plus it doesn't move in, so that's okay. But that's something I need to factor in the future. Where are those? Oh yeah, those are the ones that are in the bag that spills them everywhere. Apparently the bag these came in is explicitly designed to spill them everywhere when you try to take them out. Well, actually opening it even more actually helped, which is pretty good. So they get sealed away. So I only have 3 of these red buttons, but that's fine. I think, because what I've got is the 2 momentary switches, because I've worked out how many spare ports I had on this. And it was enough for 13 things. The momentary switches both take 2 ports each for both positions. And then we had, 7 extra buttons, and that's fine, that worked. I'm pretty happy with that. So what we'll do, and that'll work pretty good, I think. Because I'll be quite happy. Quite happy with that. And these are quite... I ground out the these because they, as I said, they printed too small. But because of that, I ground out just enough, and they sit in real tight, like they don't even really need anything holding them in, which is kind of crazy. Which is good. I don't need to do it up too tight anyway, because I just want to see what it looks like with these in. Yeah. I've been doing lots of stuff lately, just not really gaming. It's quite a fun hobby doing this sort of stuff, I'm finding now. Definitely a sort of dad type hobby, I imagine. But I can definitely see myself refining this design particularly. And then designing a new button box, and then maybe I could think about selling these. I could just like make one and then, sell it. Well, make one and then list it for sale and then see, how that is. See if it sells or not. Maybe it wouldn't. Because I definitely buy another truck gear knob and rewire that. And then sell that with a little control board, and then sell this as like an optional extra, maybe. For people who will want a button box combined with it. With a starter switch. Because that could work pretty good. It's not going to take me as long as I thought, which is nice. I've actually got another plan to do tonight as well. Unrelated to this, but it is to do with the shifter. But we'll look into that later. You're proving a bit of trouble. There we go. Tighten that up a bit more later, but that's okay. Where are these black ones? Yes, I think it looks okay. Get 3 of those. I don't have them, but I want to look at one of these rotary switches. I see them there and I'm like, these are pretty cool. These are actually really nice and well packaged in this. They're really nice ones. They were very cheap, but they were really nice. Oh, these Mad Lads have got a lot of connections. These ones are going to be tricky. I'm going to need to figure out how to wire these up. These I'm not sure about, but I'll figure out. But these are nice because they're little clicky ones. They have a click on each turn. I'll show it better the camera, maybe. it might focus on there, it would help, but apparently it doesn't want to focus. Oh well. But yeah, these are clicky each way, and they've also got a push-in click, which is nice. And they come with their own caps, which look really good as well. So when I design my proper, there, they click quite happily around. Sorry, I can't get a particularly good view, but they click around quite happily and click in and out. Those are nice. I'm very, very happy and impressed with those. But when I design the big button box, they'll be perfect for that. So I am very happy with those. They weren't very expensive either, which is pretty great when you get a good quality thing for cheap. Anyway, let's finish setting this up. I'm drinking some more water. Oh yeah, lovely. I'll have to pour out some more water in a minute. I haven't been streaming for like a couple of weeks. I'm not used to talking a lot. It's really hurting my throat actually. But hey, it's all good. It's for the fans. I'm not having fans because I haven't done any of this stuff before. I'm not shown my working on stream, I mean. Maybe I'll do this more regularly. I should probably get like maybe another webcam. And when I get the 3D printer back over here, I could have like a 3D printer cam as running. That'd be kind of cool actually. I kind of like that idea, keeping my stream running a lot and having a 3D printer cam going for when I'm not showing stuff like this. I like that plan a lot actually. That's pretty fun. I mean, I could theoretically use the camera I have here, just take it over to where the printer is, plug it in there. No, because it needs to plug into the computer, doesn't it? And the cable's not long enough. Whatever, I'd think of something else. These little black buttons I'm putting on now, they're really nice. I like them a lot. They feel really good to use. They've got a nice click to them. Well, not quite a click, but they push in well, is what I mean. Nearly done with this, which is great. Well, I say nearly done with just having a look at the mock-up of where the buttons are going to be and whatnot. Because I just wanted to see that myself, because I've been excited. I designed in Fusion, but when my covering comes, which won't be until at least Friday at this point. It's been with Royal Mail for a week now. Oops, that's the wrong way around. Apparently, but because of the strikes, it's been such a pain. And there's a strike tomorrow and also on Thursday as well, so there's no post tomorrow or Thursday. It's great. So maybe it'll arrive Friday, Saturday. Anyway, so there's the buttons and the switches in. I'll pop this bad boy back in. I'm not going to wire these up tonight though, because I just have to take them out and rewire them in the future when I do get my covering for here, because that's quite... I'm looking forward to that. I'm not going to do that up super tight. Alright, so... These are a bit... Sorry, I'm taking things off camera again, aren't I? I'm really not used to showing stuff on camera like this. That feels misaligned. Maybe not. Anyway, so... No, let's put it in the housing as well. Ugh, it makes kind of a horrible noise when it grinds in, I apologise. Especially when it comes out. You know, in fact, what we'll do... I've got an M4 bolt there. Do I have another one somewhere? Yeah, I do. Yeah. Where are my screwdrivers? I'm going to do the bolts up. I just want to kind of see what it looks like fully assembled. That'll be... these. Be sure it's this one. So yeah, like I say, I don't like holes in the tops of things for some reason. So I designed everything so they have holes in the bottom. Because it just works for me, but maybe I'll change that at some point. Yeah, so this is definitely a little off, actually. So I really need to try and keep this on the camera, but I get distracted. Yeah, I'm going to screw all these in, see what it's like. Well, I might just screw 2 in, actually, because I don't have 4 on me. If I wanted the 3 and 4, I'd have to stand up and go somewhere else, and I don't want to stand up again because I'm lazy. Probably do with an electric screwdriver as well. I'm pretty sure I've got... Are you not right? God damn it. I thought that was the size that I used, but apparently not. Seems to be... Wait, you're even bigger than... What the heck? Is it this one? Oops. Wait, it's not even that one. What the... I got the wrong types. I've got the wrong type. It's those ones. Anyway. Pretty sure it's that size. Yeah, there we go. Right, excellent. I might as well just do this stuff and just have a look, see what it's like. It's definitely not ideal. It's got definite issues, this one, especially compared to the regular boxes I made. But you know what? It's okay. It's the first one. It's a prototype. I can see improvements if I ever make this again. Like a lot of improvements. I could do with a little electric screwdriver. I know I've got some in the one in the garage. I haven't really needed an electric one for a while, but oops, I keep taking it off the camera because I'm an idiot. It needs to take a bit of effort to go in because they've got good threads that I designed. But I can show my design. Oh, actually, no, I don't want to show the design for this one because it's let's say a nightmare. That design has so many deleted and changed things as I've gone back on it multiple times. I'm pretty sure I'm to like version 40 on it. That will do for now. Wait, did I not make those countersunk holes big enough? Oh, those countersunk holes didn't print big enough either, did they? They did not. God damn it. That's alright. I keep taking the thing off camera because I'm an idiot. But yeah, there's definite design issues with these edges. That's actually really annoying, but I don't think... Are you going in that hole? You must be, because there's no way for you to go. Yeah, definite design problems, which kind of makes me sad, but it's okay. I can probably refine this one more in the future and figure it out better. I definitely need to go get my electric screwdriver in the future. Of course, what I should have done is put the control board in there for a mock-up of down on the other part as well, but whatever. So yeah, that's basically how it'll be. Things are a bit loose, definitely all over the shop. Probably when the other two screws are in, it will probably hold up a bit, but other than that, I think I'm pretty happy with that, to be honest. Like, I think it's pretty good for what I want it for. I can tell these are definitely a bit off. Alright, yeah, and it's a bit wobbly because of those screws, because we don't have one in each corner yet. But I think I'm pretty happy with it, to be honest. I like how it is. I like the two momentaries up here. I like these buttons. These black buttons are my favourite. They feel real good. And it's got 3 nice buttons down there, which work pretty good. And that's going to be a bunch of extra controls and things. So that's pretty sweet. Where is that? And then for when I want to start the truck, we have the key. Start the electrics. Start the engine. Except for when, you know, the entire thing turns, which it shouldn't be doing. But that's something I've... Oh, wow. It's crunching against the side there. Yeah, we'll have to get that jammed in somehow properly at some point, but... Yeah, but other than that, I think it's pretty good. I'll probably glue that in like I mentioned. I think that's going to be the best way to deal with that. Because it's not going to bother me. Like if I design a better version of this at some point, I can just break that piece off. Not a big deal. Because this one's for my own personal use. I'll probably end up building another one in the future when I refine the design. But other than that, I'm pretty happy with how that's going to be. That's pretty good. I quite liking that. I like how it looks, to be honest. I like the button arrangement I've got. I like the switches. Now, the next stage will obviously be... Well, obviously I have to take all that off at some point. But I want to cover the front with something nice looking. Then I'll probably do the electrics. I'll probably do the wiring on stream, actually. Because I could probably do the wiring and the soldering and whatnot on stream. That wouldn't be too much of a big deal. I can do that. But I'm happy with that at the moment. I think it looks nice. I think it's pretty much ideal for what I want as just a small mini button box attached to the gear stick. Even though a couple of things are a bit off and it's not perfect, I think it will do. And if I give it sat there, I'm going to have to hold it for the moment just because the buttons, sorry, it's only got 2 screws in, which makes it wobble. But if it was there like that, then yeah, like it's... I think I could have done with a better angle though, more in line with like the Stream Deck. Which is not particularly easy to see on stream, but yeah, I mean it kind of is. I probably would want an angle that's about halfway between the Stream Deck and what I've got here. Because I didn't want this thing to be completely flat, because I don't like that being flat. But I didn't compensate enough. But I think, other than that, I think that's pretty alright. I think it's good. Like, I'm happy that I designed that and printed it and got it mostly working. But obviously we need to wait a bit for things to arrive in the post, and then I need to wire it. So that's what we'll do in a future stream, because I'll do that on stream, I think. Why not? Let's do it. It's very possible that I'll make some design refinements to try and fix the design. And then possibly print again. But I'll think about that. Anyway. Excuse me, we're going to pop that down there for now. We don't need this. But that can stay up here for the moment. So I need to plug that back in. That can stay there. Those... Oh, what did they come from? The switches, wasn't it? Yeah. They can go in this bag of switches. Right. So, okay, that's good. Now, I don't need those for the moment, I think. They can go over there. That's some rubbish. Awesome. Right, I'm going to pour some water. I need more water. Always. Oh, no, it's a full bottle. This is going to splash everywhere. Oh, dear. Right. Okay, hold up a sec. Let's mute the splashing water sound, because it's not a pleasant sound, is it, friends? Okay, water mission is accomplished. Now, I mentioned I was going to be fiddling with the gear knob tonight, which I am because on my desk, where is it? There it is. There's this tiny, tiny black piece. That tiny black thing. And that's going to be one of the mods I'm going to apply. Well, it's going to be the mod I'm going to apply. Let's get my stick up. And let's get tangled up in cables again. Right. Okay. So we're going to have to disassemble this bad boy again. But I'm going to show you my design while we're doing it. Well, not my design, but how I did it, I guess. Let's see, that's probably going to be... Oh, God. So many bangs and crashes because so many cables are tangled. Anyway. Right, so... can't lose that little bit. That can go over there. That can go over to that box over there. We'll replug that in later. So, in here, in fact, can I show the entire thing? What I've got on here is, inside there was a mod that I, 3D thing, sorry, a mod for the shifter to make it stiffer that I downloaded and 3D printed, because when you've got a much longer stick, it's much easier to move. And this thing I've got in there is much stiffer. It's not something I designed, but it's there and it makes it stiffer, but it feels kind of weird still. But it works. But apparently I can replicate that with this tiny black piece by plugging that in elsewhere. But it's a much more difficult mod because I have to get much more deeper into the gubbins. So we'll take off my stick for now. Oh, I forget, this takes a million things. I can actually show my adapter that I designed as well for this, because I actually designed it, which is kind of cool. Yeah, it's getting all tangled up. Of course it does. If I hold it like that, I think that's the easiest way. But I should probably take those out. That might have been easier, actually. Oh no, here we go. This is how I do it easily. Nope. Pass it through my hands. Right. But yeah, this thing was a lot of fun to do. I think if I make another one of these mods, I'll definitely do that on a stream, I think. But yeah, there's that gear stick and there's my box. I can go over there. So this thing here, this black bit is my adapter. What are you in there? Oh yeah, good, you're one of these. Which is the thing this is the first thing I designed and 3D printed. It's kind of great. That adapter there. I figured out how to get the right size. The right size for the bolt to go in. The right thread and size of thread to go in there. And then the right design of this. Let's see if I can show this on camera. It's not gonna. Are you gonna focus on my hand? Nope, camera doesn't want to focus properly. Alright, whatever. But yeah, you see there's like an off piece there which it doesn't want to focus on, annoyingly. But there's like an off piece. And I had to figure that out because inside there is the matching. Oh no, I'm very difficult. Find it difficult with cameras. Yeah, you can't really see it. But this piece right there is squared off. Oh, you can probably better see it like that. That piece is squared off. That's why I needed to create an adapter, because obviously this thing is way too big to just slot on there. And it's very loose if you don't do it. So I had to design an adapter, 3D print it, and it works. And I'm happy with that. So that's pretty great. So now we need to get past this part into the gubbins. So we'll do that. And we'll probably end up losing a bolt on the floor somewhere, and I'll have to spend like 10 minutes trying to find it, because that's pretty typical. That one nearly ran away. So did that one. These are much smaller than I thought. That's okay. So I have to go a lot deeper than I did last time. Okay. Nearly through this part. Okay, I'm actually amazed none of those One of them disappeared to the floor. Pretty. Whatever. I'm pretty sure I've got those somewhere if it has disappeared under the computer. I think it has. Look, there it is. That's okay. I've got plenty of poles this size anyway. Yeah, my torch for when I need to look on the floor because I can't see anything. The floor's too far away, so therefore I can't see it. Okay, don't lose those bad boys. Right, so this slip comes off. Now, that's facing towards me. Facing towards you. Right. So this part is the mod that I downloaded and 3D printed. This is something that someone else designed to make, you know, the shifter stiffer. It's basically a 3D printed thing that, you know, is very tight to push the stick past. Goes over and it's very stiff, which is pretty good. You know, it works quite well, but apparently these are quite prone to breaking because they are, you know, 3D printed. They're made of, you know, just 3D printed plastic, but that's been holding up pretty good. I thought there was another part. Oh no, this one was only this one part, wasn't it? There was a more complicated version which I didn't use. Anyway, gosh, I might have to look up a guide that I saw for this because I don't even remember what I have to disassemble now. I think I need to take these bolts out. I thought I remembered what I had to do, but I don't. Okay, I'm going to have to go look up that guide, I'm pretty sure. I don't need sound for it. Where's YouTube? Here it is. YouTube is what's playing the music. Let's see. History. Yeah, that'll probably do. I don't even know when in history, but we'll search for. What should we search for? We search for shifter, that might show it. No, no. Wait, yes. No. No. Or is this one? Oh yeah, this is the one. Right, so... Okay, hold up. What do we need? Okay, so I got to... Right. We've got to remove these two. That's the wrong type of... Why are all the screw types different? Okay, that's fine. Where's my doodads? Alrighty. Right, let's remove these bad boys. Should have got my electric screwdriver. But I will. This video is going crazy, but it's alright. I can stop it and go back. Like, I'm pretty sure I know what to do. I've seen the video before. Because it's all of this is just to install this one tiny black blob, which apparently will do pretty much what that big chunko does, but it's more difficult to do this. But equally, it's much less likely to break. Oops. Okay. Apparently there are some more way down in there. Oh no. That's the problem. That doesn't fit. Where's my probe? Oh wait, would this one fit? No, this might be the wrong type of thing. Okay. Alright, maybe I'm not going to be able to do this because I don't have enough screwdriver on me and I don't know where my others are. I swear I've got some thinner ones, but I should use my little goggles, but I don't need them right now. Well, yeah, those are way the heck down there. Right, maybe I'm not going to be able to do that tonight, just because I don't know where my really thin screwdriver is, and it'll take me a while to go find it. That's frustrating. And I thought I had a longer probe thing, but I don't. This is a stretchy boy, but it's not. But that's too thick for down there as well. Yeah. Bugger. Oh, that's really annoyed me. Damn it. Okay, so... yeah, that won't come off without that, and we need that off to open the rest of it. Oh, well, okay, right. Let's just put that back together for a moment then. And tomorrow I'll try to track down some longer screwdrivers. I know I've got some small ones somewhere. Oh well, that's annoying. Makes me unhappy, but hey, that's something we'll do on stream tomorrow, I guess, when I find some better. My other screwdriver. That's kind of ruined my plan for the evening, though. Let's see what I could do. What I've done is back up. What can I figure out? You know what? Maybe we'll go do a bit of fusion, and I'll do a bit of designing. I'll start trying to design. But maybe we should look at my design for my my button box that I've got now. See if we can optimize it slightly around the edges. But I kind of don't feel like wanting to do that. I kind of want to start something new, like the new big button box that doesn't have the big switch. Sorry, big switch. What am I talking about? The big what do you call them? Starter key. Yeah, that's the one. Maybe we'll do that instead. But we'll put this back together. That's actually really annoying, but I'll find something tomorrow, I expect. Oh, right, you're the wrong type. I really hate it when people have non-magnetic screws or bolts. It really sucks. I have to track down some... yeah, they're not magnetic. That's always disappointing. But it's all good. Anyway, I'll track down a longer screwdriver tomorrow if I can, and we'll probably try that tomorrow instead. I'm sure I've got one somewhere that's very thin. We'll just go straight down. It's kind of annoying those trenchways are so thin. This one just doesn't get past it because of the older. Oh well. Not a big deal, not a big deal. Just changes what I'm doing. I'm not particularly good at Fusion 360. I'm still learning a lot of stuff because things confuse me a lot with it. In fact, what I'm probably going to need to do in a second, just before I start doing that, is go check on the 3D printer, which is printing something, which should probably finished about now, and then I can set up another print, which will be going overnight. That'll probably take me a few minutes to set up because I need to change the filament. Probably. Yeah, I think I do. But I'm kind of unhappy about this right now, but I don't really want to go hunting down screwdrivers and things. But it's okay. I wish that would stop coming out. But I don't think I'm going to attach the shifter again, because I don't need to. We'll track that thing down tomorrow. Oh no, I forgot to put that back in. That's alright. You shouldn't need that until tomorrow anyway. Let's pop you in there safely. So I'm not going to be using this for a while. Right. No. We'll keep those two. I keep those two bits on my desk to make sure I don't lose them. Okay, well that's a bit disappointing for tonight, but it's okay. That's life. Oh, whoops. Right. I have to go check that 3D print, so I'm going to be right back. And I'll be back very short. Okay, annoyingly, it's on 93%. So I have to go check on that again later. But for now, it's cool. So, let's see. I don't think I need that anymore. I don't think I've got anything to fiddle around with physically. I've got some 3D prints I need to peel, but they're Christmas gifts, and if the person I'm going to be sending them to shows up on my stream to watch, I'll be very sad when they see their Christmas gift spoiled. So what I think we'll do, we'll flick that across the desk stupidly. Yeah, I'll make sure to see if I can find that later. So if we load up Fusion 360, we'll mess around with this a bit. There they are. Boom. Okay, you don't see my keyboard. I think if we go to this, we turn off. Yeah, Fusion 360 is there. Cool. Awesome. Right, so oh, there's something weird going on here. Yeah, there we go. Apparently it wasn't full screen, it was off. But hey, now it's full screen. Fantastic. Alright, so then let's G29 upgrades. Well, it's not really G29 upgrade now at all, is it? It's just a new button box. Okay, what we'll do, we'll make a new project. We'll just call this one button box. I should probably put it in a folder of some kind, but nah. Oh, we saved it as untitled. We'll just call this, in fact, we'll call this big button box. Yeah, I think big button box is good. I was having a thought there, but maybe not. Oh no, we saved it as the wrong name. Somehow I managed to put a hash in there. An idiot. Okay, let's delete you. Yep. Delete this untitled. Because what I think, so what I want is a button box that I can slot my Stream Deck into, and you see. So that's something I might think about. In fact, I'm pretty sure on this we can get the webcam. If we can get this pointed well enough. Hold up. Is that not wanting to show? No. does... Ah! Why doesn't that work? Oh, I see why. Hey, it's me again. Wow, I am so washed out because this light was so bright so I could see the desk properly. Let's turn you down. Oh, yeah. Bloody hell. Why in the heck is it so white? It's completely washed me out. Oh, blimey. Okay, it shouldn't be doing that, but... I'm also managing to press the wrong button multiple times. Okay, it looks slightly more normal. Hello. Right. Well, that was kind of fun for what we were doing for a while. Alright, so let's think about this then. Now, where are my calipers? Actually, no, I don't need my calipers. Hold on, we can... Yeah, I do. No, I don't. I kind of do, but I kind of don't, because I had an idea, but I don't really need... I am so incredibly washed out. I think it's because of this background, actually. Hold on, let's go. Environment, tranquility, blue. That's a bit better. We'll have it as blue for now. Alright, so... Go on. Direct. Well, let's say... I can't remember what size I made the last one, but for the start we'll just do it like this. We'll just... Let's make it 120 by... 60. Jesus. 60 for now. Probably going to want to be wider than that, but that's okay for now. That's fine. Right, let's extrude this bad boy. Let's make it... we'll make it 20mm high. Oh wait, I forgot to offset. Let's see, we need an offset of... I think 2 mils. Yeah, 2 mils. That's good. I'll extrude this now. We'll make it 20 mils high, I think. That's good. There was something... Oh, God damn it. Something I can't remember how to do now, annoyingly. There's something I did on the bottom last time to make this better. Was it a plane offset? No. That's annoying because I did something on the bottom before that I don't exactly remember how I did it, because I was fiddling with that thing for multiple days. I think we'll probably just extrude it for now. No, wait. Was it offsetting the plane? I don't remember if I offset the plane or not. Pretty sure I need it 3 mils down anyway, though. I'm fairly sure this is what I did. Yeah, I think if we extrude it to the plane, I think that makes more sense. I don't know why. I think that makes vague sense. I'm not sure why, but there was a specific reason I did it that way. That's kind of what I want to do as well. Wide distance, isn't it? No, it's dead distance. Stupid. That's okay. Yeah, like I say, I'm still learning how to use this properly. It's a lot of trial and error. Alright. I think we can hide that plane, so we don't need that plane at the moment unless we do something else with the box. Alright, so we've got a base. Woo. Don't need that. Let's make another. Okay, let's call this base. Yeah, that sounds good. Alright, let's create another sketch. We'll create it on here. Okay, so 75 was definitely too harsh. How's 60? No, wrong thing. 60. I think 60 is what I measured it with a protractor earlier. Is what my Stream Deck is, and I think that's. Let's try 65. I think 65 would be good. I don't know how high I really want this yet, or how long. Well, let's say. I know I definitely want it bigger than the other one. I don't know. Let's call it 80 for now. Why is there a construction line? Actually, that's useful. That construction line has been created. Alright. Wait, no, I don't need one along there, do I? I might do, actually. We'll see. That's 90 degrees. Okay. That's pretty good. Then I think if we make this 2 mil thick, that'll be okay. Call this one. Wait, hold up. I'm making a mistake. What I'm designing right now is part of the is the lid. I don't want to do that yet. I don't want to make that yet. We'll hide it for the moment, but we might delete it. There is something I need to do first. In fact, no, hold on. I know what I've done wrong with it. We don't want this part. We make a line there to there. This part can get deleted. Oh no, these lines can get deleted. This is what we want. That's going to be the lid. We might have something extend down later, but for now we don't need it. That can stay there for the moment. Let's just call that lid for now. Because I'm not quite sure about something at the moment, but okay, now theoretically we can extend that how we want. But that's something that might change. Alright. So I just want this part to extend up, but not... Hold on a second. Why is that? I think Fusion 360 is having issues online because that lid keeps renaming itself. Let's just temporarily extrude this and we'll undo this in a second. Let's see, minus 122, I think. No, not 1000. Oh, no, 124, of course. No. Yeah, that's good. Ah, I know. I know what I want to do. I want to leave that sketch there. My next part. Let's see. Let's make another sketch. I want it on this plane, I think. Ah, I can't see that other sketch, can I? Oh yeah, I can if I turn. Yeah, right. That's what I want. So is that 2 mil? More than 2 mil. Okay, so let's go back to the top view directly. I would like header there. Am I doing this wrong? I possibly am, but hey, YOLO. And that's that section. No, I feel like I've done something wrong again, actually. I have. No, I know what I've done wrong. It's okay. We only want this top line. We only want that part. Wait, even wronger. I need to project. Do I want to project? I might not actually. I'm pretty sure I'm doing this really wrong. But hey, for the moment, it's okay. Let's name this back. We can extrude this as high as I like. Let's try 70. That's more like what I want. Now, is that automatically adjusting this? I don't think it is. Hold on. I'm pretty sure I have done something wrong, but I'm not quite sure what it is at this point. There's an easier way to do this, I'm sure there is. I'm kind of curious about something. Why? No, hold on. If we go... This is just a test at the moment. Yeah, okay, that's not what I want, but it's fine. Let's just undo everything we've just done. Because I'm not fussed about that at the moment. Actually, you know what? Yeah, let's extrude this. Make it 70 high. No, let's extrude it 2 more. I want it 72 high. And then... I'm not quite sure what I want, is what I'm thinking, but I think I need... Okay, I don't need to do anything with this part here. I need this angle. I need to use this angle. I think I might need to project this. Hold on. That's probably going to help me in the long run anyway. Because I want to see that in other things. I think I have to... Okay, I need that point. Point, I think. Yeah, that's not a point. Should be a point. Oh, damn it. Okay. Actually, if we do it like this, point. Point there, point there. That should get me what I want. I'll project those 4 points. Click it. I'm having a great deal of clicking this point. More. No, I don't want to project that. Bloody hell. What is this line here anyway? I'm going to delete that line. I don't need that. Yeah, that let me select the point. Which is... Oh no, it didn't. Right. No. Can I delete that? Apparently I'm just randomly deleting lines which aren't actually deleting. Okay, I don't know why I can't do that point. But whatever. Okay, we can roll with the 3 points. Okay. 1. And then those 2 up there. Okay, I'm not sure why I'm having trouble selecting these points to project. They should work. Clearly it's something I'm missing, but it's okay. And they might... Right, this is the tricky part. I'm not quite sure which plane I want to project onto right now. I think it's this plane. No, I don't think it is. No. Oh god. Yeah, I'm stuck. I don't know what I want to do right now. I know there was a way I did this before. What if, okay, what if I project into, make that my new body for a moment. Something weird is going on over there. I'll fix that later. We'll look at that in a minute. Ah, maybe it's this part I want to project the plane to. I think it might be this part, yeah. Would a rectangle work? 80 by 124, I think it will be, yeah. 124, 80. Yeah, there we go, that's what we want. Now, to test, we can project this in, join with body 2. I think that's kind of what we want to do. See, that looks right. There's a bit of weirdness going on though because of it not being at an angle here anymore. That's something I could probably fix somehow. Not quite sure how yet, but hey, we could probably fix that. Got a bit weird down there, but that's okay. All right. This part in here, what is this? I think I can deal with that. And let's rename this to box. Body 2 can be lid. We can get the design working first. We're okay now. That's part of lid. Right. Let's... can't adjust that sketch because of reasons. Hold on. I'm not sure why I've done this like this. Why have I done it like this with another sketch instead of just projecting this thing all the way along? Because hold on, let's go. Let's just undo everything for a second. Up to here. We don't need that sketch, do we? I don't know why I've done it like this. I must have had a reason. Maybe I'm getting too tired. Because I can just project this thing all the way along. What is it? Minus 124. Join body 2. Just like that. And that's basically done the same thing and included this part here. That's more like what I want, isn't it? Because yeah, that's the same. Yeah, this is definitely better. Yeah, and that's got a nice smooth join there. The thing is, I want to make this more easily modulable. That's a word. So I'm thinking about something now. Maybe I can do this a better way. I mean, it kind of works. It's just kind of jank because what I can do is if I go to bass, if I theoretically want this longer, if I want this 160, say, because that's simple, hit that, boom, finish sketch. That automatically extends. Both ways in a weird way. This part doesn't. Even though it should do, because I did something wrong to make it not part of that. There's something I've crucially missed that I don't remember. Hold on, can we completely delete back? Delete that. No, of course not, because it's been extruded. That's okay. We'll undo that. I think I can delete. Not delete this. Yeah. I need to do this differently, I think. Maybe it's in. It's okay, it's giving me a warning now, I don't mind. Maybe it's in bass. If we go back to bass. Maybe if I. I'm sure it's something to do with projecting, but I don't. Clearly not projecting because I can't select those. What if I create points? Let's test those. Can I project those points? Sure, the projection is incredibly important. I just don't remember. I forget you can keep pressing P. Can't select those for some reason. Alright, so clearly there's something wrong there. No, music stopped. Where's the music gone? Let's see. There's something I can do here and I don't remember what it is. And it's a pain. Okay. Let's go back up. I'm going to have to research this tomorrow. Let's go back up until I've got back to where I fiddle with this. There we go. I don't remember what it is now. It's frustrating, but it's okay. Well, I'll live with it. Okay, let's sketch 5 again. That's that thing. I don't really need that, do I? I don't think I do. nothing's happening with it at the moment. What I think I'll do, we'll get I don't want to offset plane. Where's the thing? Construct. No, wait, we do want an offset plane, I think. Can I have a plane there for that? That might be what I want. I'm not fully sure anymore, but we'll keep it there anyway, because it exists. I'm sure there must be an easy way of doing this, but I don't know. Well, we could just create a side anyway. Create a side to this shape. Ah, see, this is where I'm running into issues because I'm sure there is a simpler way for doing what I've done, because this is exactly the same way that I did my old one, and I don't think that's right, because I am absolutely sure there's a way to link these up. That seems off for some reason. That is off. What the hell? Whatever. Let's go from this way. Wait, that's not high enough. What is going on? I'm getting confused today. It's because that's off, isn't it? No, it's not. No. I must have clicked off up here. That feels like it does. It's not locking in. It's not. It's going over there. All right. Let's not worry about this part for now. Let me get rid of that. I'm thinking I should really try to figure out the. I think I need to find that tutorial I found when I was first learning how to do boxes and study that again, because there's something I've forgotten. But it's okay. It's all right. We'll deal with it. I have things off over here. That's something we'll worry about later. Oh, I know why, actually. It's because oh, no. Oh, I undid my renames on these, didn't I? If you could spell box correctly, it might help. Do that temporarily. There's a bit of a gap for some reason. I think it's because of this part. Right, okay, that's nothing to worry about for the moment. Okay, hold on. Let's look at my old crazy thing. I don't know what 2 washes there. Oh, that's the washes I made, yeah. Okay, let's have a look at the old button box, because maybe I should fiddle around with this one instead. Just trying to fix up the design issues I had. Because I'm sure if we look at my, because I know what design issues we had regarding, it won't show on that. We want to see the lid, don't we? So we had particular issues with this part. We wanted a lip down this edge, and we also needed to do something about these buttons because I didn't do that, so we might move those along a bit. This one in particular, it just needs to move like a couple of mil in this direction, so maybe each of those could just move on a couple of mil, and that could be alright. This part here, that's not needed. Can I just outright... Can. Oh, fantastic. Okay, that's sorted already. That's easy to fix. That part I don't need. We still have a bit of a lip there. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Maybe we don't. Actually, yeah, we kind of do. We have something there. That's fine. Now... I had issues as well down here because this part, I think the issue I had there where it's feeling rather stuck, I think that was due to the printing though, rather than anything else. What if I had, let's look at the box and this combined. What if I designed this to have two screws coming from the back and holding near middle. So I think I need slightly more structural integrity in the middle of it. To hold it closer along, I'm pointing at the screen, closer along these edges. Because it's very loose, but then I don't think I'm going to print this again, so... Maybe... Just maybe not bother with that. Maybe just leave this as done. You know what, we'll just save this. You know what? I think I'm just going to stop the stream and I'll figure this out tomorrow. Because I'll be streaming more tomorrow of this sort of stuff. I'm getting pretty tired. Been kind of a cool stream. It's been different. Sure. Definitely been doing different things. But yeah, I think we'll stop there for now. I'll figure out, I'll probably just go watch that video to refresh myself on certain techniques off stream. We'll come back this tomorrow and go figure it out a bit more. Anyway, so yeah, thanks everyone for watching. Much appreciated. And catch you all next time. You'll have a good night.